What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Is Call of Duty finally addressing the cheater problem in their franchise? It seems that way. Or at least they're taking one step forward finally, after years and years of constant criticism from their own community, saying they're doing nothing to mitigate a rampant cheating problem. See, the issue is that Call of Duty really hasn't been holding cheaters accountable, basically letting them run wild in their own games with no repercussions, no real consequences, and allowing legitimate players to suffer as a result. Well, the hope is that changes with Black Ops 7. Here's the tweet from Charlie Intel. Breaking! Call of Duty Ricochet anti-cheat updates. Secure boot and trusted platform module TPM 2.0 on PC will be required starting with Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Secure boot rollout testing will start in phases with Warzone Season 5, which comes out today. I'm sure we'll see little to no issues with this whatsoever. Call of Duty is very well known for consistent and competent rollouts of new features. They're world renowned for their quality testing and their quality assurance. This certainly won't be a major issue. But nonetheless, it feels like a step forward. Even if they're going to completely fall on their face here and screw this up from the get-go, I'm okay with them testing stuff now so that it works properly when Black Ops 7 releases. But it kind of feels too little too late. A lot of other games are already working with this kernel level type of anti-cheat system, and yet they still experience cheaters. So what is Call of Duty's plan there? Yes, this will prevent some cheaters, but cheaters will just become more tactical. They'll find more ways to work around your preventative measures. What are your plans for that? What are your plans to help make sure that the Call of Duty experience doesn't continue to be tarnished by people that are complete and utter losers? Like, I'm not here advocating for cheaters. I don't want that to get misconstrued. I'm just wondering what other plans you have, because this seems to be something that games like Valorant have been doing for years. And it's not like Valorant doesn't have cheaters. Yes, their cheater problem is a lot less than Call of Duty's, but players have found a way around it. Pardon me, not players. Cheaters and losers have found ways around it. So what's your plan with that? And I still feel like Call of Duty's lack of accountability, lack of real consequences for cheaters is a major part of the problem. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have the answer, but I'm also not a part of a billion-dollar corporation that has a billion-dollar franchise they need to protect. Because if the cheater problem continues down the path that Black Ops 6 has been going down and Warzone's been going down, it's only going to continue to get worse. The games are more accessible than ever, with Call of Duty now being a part of Game Pass, with Warzone being a free-to-play game. So the barrier to entry for cheaters is lower than ever. And while yes, you are legally going after cheat providers, more and more continue to pop up. And I'm sure now that you've announced that this is what you're going to be doing, cheat providers are going to be working on ways to work around this system so that they can continue to make money, so that they can continue to abuse your code and abuse your player base. It sucks. And frankly, I'm not trying to sit here and say, oh no, this change is terrible, please don't do it. Do it. But this can't be the only thing you're doing. You can't think to yourself, okay, we're going to be doing the bare minimum by having a kernel level cheat system, and it's going to be enough to solve this massive problem. No, this problem has been building for years, and you've done very little to mitigate it. So doing this right now is a good step one. But this is the step where you're admitting there's a problem and you're finding part of the solution. This isn't the complete solution. At least I hope not. I'm hoping you're going to do more, because this just feels like you're being reactive, not proactive. And I've long been begging for Call of Duty to be more proactive, especially when it comes to stuff like the integrity of their game. Like, I have to wonder if they appreciate the fact that cheaters feel safe playing Call of Duty. They don't feel like there's any consequences to their actions. Is that what you want? Do you want cheaters to just live on your game, have it be a safe haven for them? It just seems so counterproductive. Like, You're alienating players because you'd rather cater to cheaters. You'd rather not work hard to mitigate the problem. It's just mind-blowing to me. Like, this should have been done before Black Ops 6. Heck, it could have been done before Modern Warfare 3. But here we are 2 years later celebrating it. Like, yeah, it's a step in the right direction, but it's a step that should have been done years ago when other games were doing it. So I'm not going to sit here and pat you on the back, Ricochet. You don't deserve it. Show me that you're going to do more than just this. Because guess what? It seems like the cheaters, they're smarter than you. They're 2 steps ahead of you. So maybe it's time to flex some of that legal might and financial might to figure out how to become 2 steps ahead of the cheaters. But I feel like that's asking a lot from Activision. That's asking a lot from Call of Duty, because they've never really been able to show that they're willing to do that they're willing to take those steps forward, those necessary proactive approaches to any type of problem. They just want to be as reactive as possible and do things on the fly. And that's not player friendly. Like, again, you want to bring players back to Call of Duty. You want people to be excited for Black Ops 7. Show that you're willing to be proactive. Show that you're willing to put players first. This doesn't feel like it's players first. It feels like damage control. Feels like a response to what Battlefield is doing, more so than something you legitimately wanted to do, because it probably took some extra effort, some extra time, and we all know how much they hate doing that. They hate putting an extra bit of effort in because, oh no, that might affect our bottom line. Give me a break. I know that overall it's a good change, and I'm not going to dispute that. It just feels like it falls short of expectations. I really hope this is step 1. I said that earlier. I hope this is the first step. I hope that they are going to continue to work on mitigating this problem and fixing it and restoring faith within the community with their anti-cheat systems, because right now it is completely eroded away. There's no trust there. There's no belief that Activision or Ricochet is doing their job. So this is kind of the first step. You're starting from day 1 here. You have to restore faith that you know what you're doing and you can handle this. Because right now it feels like Call of Duty should move more towards contracting a third-party anti-cheat system than their own, because their own has been failing them for far, far too long. I think that's all I have to say on this topic for now. I'm sure we'll hear more about it. We'll hear whether or not it's successful during the testing, and that's to come. So for now, I turn this over to you. I ask you the question, how do you feel about this change? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you think it's a step in the right direction? Or do you feel like it's too little too late? I'd love to hear any and all of your feedback down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.